Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Prarthana. I'm cataract and glaucoma specialist. I work at Vinvision Eye Hospital, Begumpet, Hyderabad. Today I'm going to talk to you all about glaucoma, which is also called as Kalamoti. So glaucoma is mainly a vision blinding disease. This is caused by damage to the optic nerve, which is very important for us, for the brain to receive all the images which an eye sees. So why does glaucoma occur? So glaucoma occurs because in some eyes, the eye will not be able to drain the excess fluid, which causes increase in the pressure inside the eye. So this increased pressure, buildup of this pressure causes irreversible damage to the optic nerve. You can see the picture there uh, on your left hand side, that how when there is an increased pressure, it causes the pressure on the optic nerve and further damaging the optic nerve. So the main problem with glaucoma is the damage caused by glaucoma is irreversible, and many times in many people it even can cause blindness. And the other main problem with glaucoma is it doesn't have any symptoms. It is also called as silent thief of sight because it doesn't have any symptoms. On the right hand side of the picture, you can see that how the glaucoma affects. So it slowly starts damaging from the side. So, and then it comes to the center. So people who are looking at, initially they will not notice any damage because only the side part of the vision is gone. And slowly it will become like a tunnel, like a tube, as if the person is seeing from a small tube. And slowly that also will go and they can lead to permanent blindness. So, what are the risk factors which increase the chance of developing glaucoma in people? So, there are many risk factors. One being you are more than 60 years of age. The most important risk factor in glaucoma is having a family history of glaucoma, because it is a genetic disease. It can come in the next generation. So a family history of glaucoma is a very significant risk factor. So anybody who has a family history of glaucoma, like the parents, grandparents, or brothers or siblings having glaucoma, will need a frequent evaluation in spite of they not having glaucoma. And other medical conditions like diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure can also increase the risk of glaucoma. Even any other eye surgeries for retina or for cornea or any eye injury can also induce glaucoma. Apart from these, one important medication, corticosteroids, or commonly called as steroids, which can be applied as an inhalers in asthma people or eye drops for allergies and for other diseases, or oral corticosteroids for any other reasons, can induce glaucoma. So people who are using steroids have to remember that this can cause glaucoma, hence you will have to come back and check your glaucoma evaluation. Next, next please. So how do we diagnose glaucoma? So in the diagnosis of glaucoma, because you will not have any symptoms most of the time, it is diagnosed by a doctor when you come for a regular examination, or when you come for your regular eye checkup, or if you come with blurred vision or difficulty in vision. So here the doctor checks your eye pressure and checks your eye draining angle and then examines your optic nerve for the damage. If he sees any signs of high pressure or any damage in the draining angle or any damage in the optic nerve, then the doctor has to further evaluate you for your peripheral or your side vision to see if any side vision is already affected because of the glaucoma. So, what is the treatment? Glaucoma can be treated by using various medications like drugs, like eye drops, and other things like lasers and surgeries too. Next. So the eye drops are the most common mode of treatment of glaucoma because it is an easiest way among other options. First and most important about the eye drops is that the patient will have to use it throughout his life till the doctor has asked you not to use it. So it cannot be used just for a small period of time and stopped. If that is a scenario, again the glaucoma will start increasing. So once we start you on eye drops, you will have to use it continuously. So these eye drops are various kinds. Some help in removing the water from the eye. Some help in decreasing the amount of water producing in your eye. So that way they try to tackle the eye pressure inside the eye. Apart from the eye drops, when the eye drops are not working or when your glaucoma is increasing in spite of using the eye drops, then various other surgical options are also available, like laser surgeries, laser trabeculoplasty, where with the help of laser beam, they try to open up the clogged meshwork, clogged channels, so that they help in increasing in the drainage of the eye fluid. Or conventional filtering surgery, generally called as trabeculectomy. Here, a surgeon creates an artificial opening which helps in removing the part of which helps in draining the fluid from inside the eye to the outside. Other surgeries are also available like drainage tubes. In this, a small shunt tube is inserted inside the eye, which helps to drain the excess fluid in the eye and it sends to the outside. And last but not the least, minimally invasive glaucoma surgeries. These generally require less post-operative care, and these are like small shunts, which can also be done. Thank you. Thank you. So main thing about glaucoma is that we have to remember that it has to be evaluated and it has to be followed up so that we don't increase the damage. So as long as it is being evaluated and it is under regular checkup, the risk of blindness is less. But once we do not do that, the risk of permanent eye blindness is high in glaucoma. Thank you.